Alrighty. I set my button control from here. Good. I don't know why they made circle dash. That's just stupid and terrible. Yeah, we want stereo. I guess I should pause Twitch. Alright, there we go. I'll be playing Zero since that's what won the vote. I will try not to spam past all of the dialogue. No promises though, because I've been doing that a lot. And I will let the cutscenes play as much as I don't want to. Well, the cutscenes are good, the voice acting is terrible.
Who are you?
My masterpiece.
But who are you?
After him, he is my nemesis. Our rivalry is what gives me motivation in life. Now go. Destroy him. That's an order.
Dr. Wily has a hate boner for Mega Man. What am I fighting for? Oh no, that's later. The Japanese voice acting was probably fine. Also blood everywhere, for some reason, even though they're robots. Even the alarm has a terrible voice.
The same dream again.
Mavericks emerged at the point 5567. They've occupied Sky Lagoon. This looks like a rebel force is doing. Okay, I'm on the way.
Ready.
So actually lots of the, pretty much any game, I think, with Zero, when you slash enemies in the Japanese version, there's blood, but in the US version, it's just like a cut mark kind of thing. Because, you know, blood's too naughty for the American eyes, you know. You know what's a shame? This guy is actually pretty cool. What he does, you know, his attacks and stuff. But you can go through here just by spamming attacks and never see his attacks, just by, you know, knowing that you can jump and wall kick. That's one of actually kind of many parts of this game that are way cooler the first time you play through, just because you see all this stuff that's designed for evil that don't really know what they're doing. Also, that guy gives you a health up if your health is low in this level. Dragoon! You're in the 14th unit. Why? Just for good, Zero. That Maverick took out the power. Yeah, that Maverick, that, you know, the one that's totally not me. He did bad stuff. You should blame him, yes. We have to do something. I must escape them. You must do the same, Zero. Yeah, whatever you flowchart can. This fucking guy. Sure you can. It will be disastrous. It's no time. Going down. He says, teleporting up. I love the convenient teleporting.
Ready.
They stopped that. Well, no, they kind of stopped that in Zero. They had, like, more of an explanation for it anyway. The carnage, it's horrible. Those Mavericks will pay for this. Of course, you can't directly mention the fact that people die. You just talk about carnage and show a wrecked city. Because this is the era where death was not a good thing. And you can't show that to little kiddies. Still super pissed at Capcom for censoring the Mega Man Zero collection. Or removing all references to death. Even though the game was already pretty tame. Like, raw body count was freaking insane, but, like, as far as deaths are on screen are concerned, there's pretty much only some Reploids and certain big bad character. I definitely prefer Zero. X is just more Mega Man. He's pretty cool, but I mean, Zero's just way better in every possible way. Huge Maverick appeared, and blah blah blah. He ruined my hat! Look at my hat! Zero! It used to be so grand. Let's go take revenge for Iris's hat. It's really want to break the forces? I don't have a moment to spare. I have to defeat him or else. You know, or else. This is another case of like incredibly pathetically easy, and you don't actually see any part of his patterns if you know what you're doing. Just jump, slash, and attack. He's got at least a couple of attacks, but you usually only see one if you know what you're doing. I'm not sure if it's possible to kill him before. Like, I don't think it's possible to kill him before he gets a single one off. Doesn't matter though. Zero! Long time no see. What are you doing here? He's come to save his sister Iris. I'm not going to read all the dialogue. It's going to take so long. She's fine. I just rescued her. Blah blah blah. You owe me one, if you know what I mean. Yes. Look at his robot beard. Look at that. That's impressive. Freaking robot beard. Wish I had a robot beard. Don't you guys wish you had robot beards? We're not Mavericks. We're gonna prove that by going Maverick. Great logic, Repiforce. Good job. Good job. I hope you can read as fast as I can. I have not played Mega Man Extreme. I generally don't prefer games that are like portable only. Might as well save over this one. Bye bye, good Zero. That's why I'm really excited for the PS Vita TV, because I would really rather play some of those games on TV.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce.
Look at this guy. He's got a mustache. He's evil.
Judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build
Fucking
our
commies.
nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride. Without fear, for we are the Repliforce.
Colonel is oddly one of the few people with decent voice acting. Not great, but decent. And X is frickin' terrible.
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
And Sigma's actually not that bad. His voice is very inconsistent, though. He sounds very different in some of the quotes. Like, that's a problem with Mega Man voice acting all the way up to ZX Advent, which is really, really disappointing. It's not that it's universally bad in most cases, it's like incredibly inconsistent. Though it's universally bad in Mega Man 8. And it's more bad than decent in this game. By the time of ZX Advent, they're like half decent, half kind of bad. It's like, they've raised the bar, but not all that much. Oh yeah, Maverick Hunter X actually has really good voice acting. I really wish that series continued on, because for one thing, they could have fixed some of the annoying things and some of the not as good X games, like X3, X6. I mean, X6 wasn't supposed to exist, but I mean, they could redo the timeline a bit. Infiltrate the enemy-occupied jungle and destroy the weapon under construction. Cyberspace, because you have to have the cyberspace level. A bug has corrupted the network. Dive into cyberspace and exterminate it. The Repiforce airship has taken off. Pursue it and blast it out of the air. Hello, Liquid Ice Wolf. There's lots of wolves in this chat. Wolves, whatever you call yourselves. Dragoon of the 14th Unit is a traitor. Locate and bring him back to Hunter HQ. Oh, and one thing you might miss in this, 3 of the bosses actually show Sigma's sign on the health bar. I think they're Magma Dragoon, the Cyber Peacock, and one other that I forget. Repiforce decimated the city and left. Pursue them aboard a Land Chaser. Land Chaser hardest boss in the game, by the way. I think this guy is Sigma. The abandoned lab is now operational. Investigate and destroy the lab. The military train is moving supplies. Cut off rebel forces' supply route. We've discovered a hidden snow base. Halt production of their new weapon. I love how there's never any indication of the actual thing that you're going to find. Like, there's no weapon in the snow base. We're gonna go beat up Magma Dragoon. Because he has the most useful ability to start off with, because we can get a couple of heart containers. Well, they actually give him a bit of a backstory that's like relevant to the plot, which is something they don't usually do. Though Maverick Hunter X actually included all of the bosses, like they gave them a slight bit of a backstory, which was a nice touch. That was a really good remake, and I really wish, like, 2.5D aside, it was really, really well done. And it didn't look bad, either. I just would prefer a high-quality 2D offering instead. I don't really like the whole, everything has to be 3D, because 3D is better! Except, high-quality 2D actually looks pretty much better than anything in 3D if you're going to do something like this. Because, I mean, until you have, like, 3D... Well, I will give one exception here. Guilty Gear Xrd, I'm perfectly fine with that game being 3D, because that cel-shaded, it looks like real sprites. It is amazing, and I would love to see more 3D like that. And for stuff like Last of Us, Killzone, Call of Duty, blah blah blah, of course that looks good in 3D because, you know, it's supposed to be realistic and stuff. But for stuff that's supposed to be anime style, or, you know, just quality cartoony, it's never gonna look as good when it's 3D. It just looks weird. Those Giga Death things are kind of an annoying obstacle because you can't kill them very quickly. You can never kill them in one hit. So maybe X's stupid OP Giga attack can. His stupid armor. Whenever I played as X as a kid, I would always do the ultimate armor trick. Zero isn't really an extra mode. He's just, well, the game was clearly designed for X, so you could kind of say that. But I mean, it's unlocked from the start, and it's really just an alternate scenario. The game's just slightly not as balanced for Zero, but that also kind of makes Zero more badass, and Zero is way, way more satisfying to play as, because he's a lot more based on skill than just, you know, X just sort of does the completely unfortunate, get back in the fucking thing, Zero, what the hell? What the shit was that? Never press up while you're in this stupid piece of garbage, because you will accidentally jump out a lot. I only have that trouble in this fight, too, but whatever. Yeah, Zero is a lot less fun to fight, and oh god. Yeah. Can I go back and get the... No, I can't. Oh well, we have to fight him legit now. That's annoying. I always jump out of that stupid ride armor at least once in this fight. Part of the reason I picked Magma Dragoon first is because you can just cheap him out with the ride armor. Without the ride armor, he's actually one of the toughest bosses to beat, because there's no easy way to, like, cheap him out. And that's one thing I prefer about the Zero games and the ZX games. Bosses stopped having completely ridiculously overpowered weaknesses. So you can't just, like, hit stun spam them and, you know, completely dominate them with a single weapon. You have to be able to actually dodge, which is cool. But Magma Dragoon is one of the bosses in this game where you can't just spam them. It might be actually Zero. So this is an absolutely terrible start. That's really cool. I should have jumped over him.
Ready.
Yeah, Ifune wanted Zero to be the new Mega Man, but Capcom wanted, you know, something more familiar, which was dumb. X isn't bad, but I would have preferred a series about Zero. But we got Mega Man Zero, and I don't know. I'm happy with having Mega Man Zero. See, that's the other thing about Magma Dragoon. The fucking Shoryuken does ridiculous damage. It is really, really unfair. And it would probably, you know what, it'll just be faster if we die and we get the right armor again. I can beat this guy if I have my health ups and my special attacks, but I don't have practice beating him without the right armor. Which I would not have lost if Zero would have not repeatedly jumped out of the right armor. If you're jumping and you have the up button held, which is incredibly easy to do, you jump out of the right armor, which is incredibly dumb and annoying, and I hate it. See, I promise other bosses will go much better than this has. Also, I love that these little plumes of fire will hurt you, but you can just walk right through lava. Because fire hurts way more than lava, kids. Remember that. Shadow moves. I don't know what a shadow move is. Yeah, that was a better fight. See, that's what you're supposed to do when you have the freaking right armor. You're not supposed to jump out and die. The only boss in the entire series with post-defeat dialogue. Bye-bye, Dragoon.
You won. You indeed.
Forgot to record chat again. Oh well, that is corrected. We got one of the most important specials in the game. This will allow us to get 2 extra heart thingies. What are those called? They're not sub-tanks. I want to call them like heart containers, but that's because of Zelda. They're not actually called heart containers. Where I usually go first is the stage, because Frost Dwellers is very easy to beat without a special. But as long as you have the right armor, Magma Dragoon is the easiest to beat. My body is...
Ready.
yeah. This is where I'd usually start playthroughs when I was a kid. That's the flaming uppercut we got from Magma Dragoon. Rock, which we kinda... well... actually we didn't lose any lives. Though we will have to revisit the stage to get a sub-tank. Whatever that thing is that gives you 4 lives every continue instead of 2. I have no idea what that's called. I think it's called an extender in X8? Or not X8, Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8. Oh, are you kidding? Come on! Slowest possible luck. So the trick here is that if you go all the way to the bottom, there's death, so you just gotta go over. My favorite armor upgrade. Well, my favorite character is Zero, who never gets armor upgrades, so I don't know. Most important upgrade is Dash, because Mega Man game without a dash is just not right to me. Like, I know the originals didn't have it, and blah blah blah, whatever, but dash is extremely important to the feel of the Mega Man X games. I don't know if there's a decent way to dodge that attack. If you have a bad position where he's like too low to dash under, and there are spikes, you can't stay at the top.
It's not over yet.
Seriously.
Ready.
I guess some of the Zero games have decent armor upgrades. I can't remember exactly what any of them are. The most useful one is usually the one that cuts the damage you take in half. Zero, of course, doesn't get that in this game. Dr. Light doesn't love Zero, probably because, Wily made him and he's made to kill X and all that stuff. But you know what? That's just semantics. You shouldn't hold a grudge just because somebody tries to kill your greatest creation. Honestly, Dr. Light. I swear that is the sound effect from, one of that, the Over 9000 guys' videos. Like, it was also in an anime, and it's like some dragon punching another dragon, and it's like a robot face dragon. This is a real thing, by the way. I'm not on drugs. Not that you know of, anyway. That was much better.
Ready.
Mega Man games have like great music and great variety of music. Like the ice level is usually pretty calm sounding. Though the best ice music best ice level music is Sonic 3. What is that place called? You know the place I mean. The place with the awesome music in Sonic 3. It's probably my favorite music in that game. There's other really good music in that game, but that's probably my favorite. Let's get that weapon upgrade. I always get that, and I never use it, because I'm Zero, and Zero's Gig Attack is the only thing that uses weapon energy, and it's useless. It's not useless against Penguin Dude, or Storm Owl, rather, not the Penguin. Indie Mega Man. You mean Mighty Number 9? I've definitely heard of that. I'm currently a $40 backer for that, and tempted to go to 60. I think that's where you get the beta. Mighty Number 9 is like everything that I want to see from all angles. It's more Mega Man, it's original Kyuji Inafune stuff. It's really, really good developers making an independent project that I love to see. That's why I love Skullgirls. It's amazing people making amazing stuff, not just like I love my GarageBand developers too, but what I really love to see in this industry is really, really talented people making stuff on their own, not, as part of a big company. Because, I mean, Capcom used to be really cool, they had lots of really cool talent, they still have lots of talent, but look at what they've been doing lately. Not anything I would consider of the quality of standard Mega Man stuff, or even what they were doing with Mega Man Zero was really great. I'm very glad Inti Creates is working on Mighty Number 9, because their Zero and ZX games were amazing. I love the art style in the Zero series. I'm not entirely sure I prefer Zero's form itself, because I mean, this is the original Zero, but I don't know, I can't really pick either one.
You won. Your ass is on.
But I think part of the reason for the different style in in the Zero series is everyone sort of has that Mega Man vest thing going on. At least all of the Guardians do. Except for Fenrir, or Fenrir. It's not it looks like Fenrir, but it's not. It's like Fenrir. I don't know, I can never pronounce that guy's name. I could never remember it well enough to pronounce it anyway. So yeah, we got the ice attack, which means we can go to Marine Base if we want. Yeah, screw it. This is another one of the bosses that gets incredibly cheaped out if you have the right special attack. That is something I really, really don't like about Mega Man games. I really don't like the proper routes and, you know, order that you're supposed to do everything. And that is what I really, really like about the Zero... Well, I really, really like lots of stuff about the Zero series. But in the Zero series, bosses have weaknesses, but they are much, much less significant. And actually, 1/4 of the bosses just don't have a weakness at all. And the other ones, it's just like a slight damage increase, and they take a status effect. Which is usually not actually very significant to bosses anyway. It's very significant to normal enemies, but you know, just a minor bit of extra damage or stun. Oh, right, I can't restart. Oh, damn it, I wanted to die. I want that heart. 0-3 is one of the best in the series. 0, 3, and 4 are really the best. 0-1 wasn't amazing. It, you know, they needed to perfect the model, basically. And the whole leveling up your skills, I see what they were trying to go with that. It was a terrible idea, frankly. It wasn't enough to make it a bad game, but it is one of my least favorite parts of that game. Fun fact, you don't have to jump there. You just go straight, so, you know, you don't even have to make a short jump. Another fun fact, absolutely never dash in this stupid level. There are a couple situations where it's good to dash, but generally speaking, not dashing might make you take a little bit of damage, and dashing in the wrong spot will get you killed. So favor not dashing. Zero 2 or 0-1 was the worst. I don't think it was terrible though. It was still pretty fun. 2 was way better. This is one of the few times it's okay to dash. 0-3 really... The series was really in its best at 0, 3, and 4. Because they ditched the stupid leveling concept, because that just didn't work. And everything was just really polished. 0-1 just didn't have that same feel of polish. You're not supposed to dash on that one. See, that's why you shouldn't dash, kids. This bike is the hardest boss in the game, by the way. Parker, don't you dare. This is not a good time, Parker. I know you're thinking about it, just stay right where you are. I don't know if I want to go for the E-Tank or not, but I probably should. Would you get the hell out of my way? I can't get the E-Tank. It's a full health anyway, so taking damage doesn't really matter. Base. I'm not really sure I'd consider him as a fit. Because of the bird would not be serious enough for this. In a lot of ways, why am I not doing that right? Oh shit, I need the, I can't do the, trick. If you have the double jump, you can cheat the hell out of this guy. By doing, you just do a double jump in front of him, and then this attack, and he never gets a chance to deal damage. It's just super crazy cheap, but we'll do the 50% cheat method instead. This is more skill-based anyway, so whatever. Marginally more skill-based, I should know. This is not hard. Yeah, Parker's a maverick. Excuse you, I froze you. There's usually just enough room on the left of the boss's sprites in certain places that you can hug a wall safely. That's very important for certain boss fights. There we go. See, that's how most of the boss fights should go. Yeah, the sprite work is really great. That's why I turned off smoothing. Yes, hello, Parker. At least I hope smoothing is off. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You won.
I actually tried to not upscale this and put it at 640 by 480. I can't do that though. No matter what I do, the PS4 will put some extra pixels on the left and right, and so at that point I figured, you know, what the hell, I'll just upscale it and scale it down. Yeah, X7 should not have gone to 3D. That's stupid. At every transition of technology, there's some stuff that gets overused, and with the PS2 and PS3, we've really focused on 3D too much. Good 2D art looks really, really good. What is he even weak against? Oh yeah, he's weak against the dash cut, which is not even useful. Apparently Web Spider is weak against the Hurricane Fang, you know, the dash slice. And the funny thing is, 9 times out of 10, you can't hit him with it. You can only hit him with it when he's in the second phase, when he's walking around on the web. So that makes it almost completely useless. Zero gets completely screwed in the weaknesses department. Like, lots of his bosses have no significant weakness, and lots of them are weak to stuff that is actually very hard to hit them with. Like, with the exception of Split Mushroom, all of the ones weak to Thunder God attack are very hard to hit well with it, and you basically have to use a dash cancel to use it properly without taking damage. So, Zero gets the hardest boss fights. Zero gets the hardest everything, honestly. That's kind of what makes him badass, though, and it makes it makes controlling him more of a game of skill than X, which is just, you know, rock, paper, scissors. I don't mind rock, paper, scissors as a gameplay mechanic, but when it's rock, paper, scissors and you win, that's stupid. When it's rock, paper, scissors and you have a slight advantage, that's fine. Like in ZX and Zero, I often don't even feel like using the right elemental, you know, attribute, because I would prefer to use other attacks. And you gotta not use the wrong ones, but you really aren't super obligated to use the right ones.
Ready.
I don't think it's funny that X6 had Guns N' Roses names, because they fucked up all the original names. Those were not the original character names in Japanese. One of the localization people just decided to be a complete douchebag. I'm not particularly happy about localization errors. That also is what bugs me about the Zero series. The localization is still not great. There's still some blatant typos. And when they did the Zero collection, they removed all of the mentions of deaths, but they completely left in the terrible grammatic errors everywhere. Now we get a heart thingy. Excuse me. Hardest part piece in the game right there. You can basically take all the frickin' damage you want in this area, because there's a full health right over here. And when I know there's a full health coming up, I will be much more willing to take damage. Yeah, I know they did it for their boyfriend. They're still an idiot and an asshole for doing it. Dorkiest boss in the game. His sound effects just... He's clearly supposed to be the first boss you pick, and... his stupid sound effects sort of drive that home. It just sounds so dumb when he's climbing around. Can't believe I got hit. You will actually take more damage if you don't struggle when you get hit by the webs. There are only a few attacks that will do that, but... Sloth Maverick? I wouldn't put it past him. Though I'm kind of glad they got out of the phase of, you know, just make everything an animal or, X-Man. They still made X-Man, but, I like the boss design in the ZX series. I guess they still made them animals, but they at least gave them proper names. Well, more proper names. Also, being able to become the bosses in... Damn it. ZX Advent was really cool. Like, actually being Bifrost, the frickin' giant huge guy. Are you kidding me?!
Ready!
I get hit a couple times in a row where I really shouldn't have, so... That's all on me. It's one thing about the Mega Man games. They're really hard. They're hard, but I never feel like it's the game's fault. Like, I never feel, oh man, these controls suck. Well, the default dash control sucks. But that's easily corrected. But I never feel like, oh, things slipped. Though, I mean, you do accidentally jump out of the right armor. But that's an issue in 2 levels, so... Not a big deal. And using the right armor is a really cheap way to beat that boss anyway, so you kind of deserve it. Never played Mega Man in base, actually. In fact, the only Mega Man I played with base, I think, was he in Mega Man 7? The fire makes you take damage? I never knew that. Huh. Oh, it was supposed to be chibi? I guess that's what Mega Man Powered Up was all about then. I'm kinda glad they didn't, because the original design for Mega Man, well, I mean, what we got was really good. I think fire and ice are useless for you, aren't they? I think he actually takes more damage from Sky Waltz, but I don't have that, of course. I'm kind of making up the boss order on the fly. I know I want Magma Dragoon first, and I want this guy and Frost Walrus because I get heart containers, but that's about it. After that, it's pretty much anything that I have a good power for. Either to beat the boss or to get the special items. It's such a weird sound when they come out. Whine. I almost got it perfect this time, of course, since I took insane amounts of damage the last time. It's gonna bust her for a butt. There's just this random gun in the background. You gotta love the pre-rendered backgrounds in PS2 game or PS1 games. I'm glad Axel didn't replace Zero. I don't find the... You know, I don't find Axel's playstyle as fun. I don't like the Zero Knuckle very much in Mega Man 004. Alright, I have the useless in-air dash. I always forget who gives me that. That's, Jet Sting, right? Got a message from Rebel Force. Zero, I'll be there in the Memorial Hall. be there. Don't go, Zero. Don't fight him. This is a matter of personal pride. There's no avoiding this. I must go. My people need me. Let's see a cutscene instead of a boss fight.
Colonel! What? I'm disappointed in you, Colonel. Ah!
And I'm disappointed in people I try to kill them too.
What do you think you're doing?
It's not too late. Stop the coup now.
The coop.
If that's
Stop those chickens!
Prepare yourself!
Dr. Light. Stop both of you! Dr. Wowie is doing this!
Brother, please! Don't you remember? Zero saved my life!
Seems to be energy resources.
Oh. Very well then. I'll spare your life for now. But next time, there'll be no mercy.
Bitch, I will cut you.
Zero, please! Don't fight with my brother! If you do,
My
I'm afraid
brother.
that one of you may end up...
Someone must stop Repliforce.
Zero!
Force. Also, his sword is blue in the cutscenes and it's red when you actually fight him. She has a deeper voice than Mega Man in this game, actually. They got the shitty Mega Man 8 voice actor. Like, Mega Man was supposed to be a little kid in 8, so I mean, it kind of makes sense. I still hate his voice actor a lot, but it's okay for him to be young. But X is supposed to be like 20s, and he's a little kid. That's dumb. Yeah, there's lots of really, really terrible voice acting. It's really unfortunate. Also, welcome, Capitalist 111. I didn't call you Capitalist 101 for once. This guy. I don't like this guy. Oh shit! I don't want to do this. I need to go... Crap. You need to beat Split Mushroom before you do this, because it makes it a lot easier. Whatever, we'll just reset. Yeah, you need, if you have the Sky Waltz, you can erase some barriers very easily in that level. That logo, man. It's beautiful. We're gonna let the Capcom logo go, because it's the best logo. Aw, yeah. That's the stuff. Alright. Such fond memories of watching that. I would watch that like every time I started up Mega Man Legends. Great game. That's how you do a Mega Man 3D game. And like, X should not be a 3D game. I love Legends, but it was not a precise game. I picked the wrong option. Damn it. I don't think there's any soft reset command in this game either. Chill, Penguin. That reminds me, the only bad thing about Maverick Hunter X is that he calls out the name of attacks every time he does stuff in that game. So he'll yell, "Shotgun ice! Shotgun ice! Shotgun ice!" And I mean, the voice acting isn't bad, it's just unnecessary and annoying. Well, at least him speaking when you attack is unnecessary and annoying. I hate when games put a voice clip every time you perform an action. It's really better if they at least make you have multiple different things you can say, or they only say it every X%. Alright, now that we have the Thunder God attack, we can beat up Split Mushroom. Hadouken! What are we Hadoukening? I love the unnecessary descriptions before the people.
Ready.
And Split Mushroom's just This just amounts to he's an asshole. He's gonna try to hurt you. That's what he does. No big. He's a biological weapon. He's gonna poison people. No, he's just chilling out and he's gonna kill you. Finally, a reason for the ability to randomly teleport to different places. Vertical side scrolling time. This is a lot less common in the X series compared to the original series, where it was like every other level was a vertical one. The maps in this are generally a lot more open, which is really nice, and it fits well with the greater mobility options you have, like dash and wall kicks. I love me some wall kicks. That is good stuff. More games need wall kicks. Wall kicks and double jump make for some really cool stuff. Never actually played the extreme games. My copy of Mega Man X Collection just came today. I'm not sure if, I mean, I'll try to fix my fat PS3 to play it, but I may just get an emulator because, you know, I actually own the games now, so whatever, I'll emulate. Because it can potentially be a much easier way to play it than trying to fix my dead PS3. Because that's a PS2 game. I don't currently have a way to play PS2 games. I generally avoid portable-only games. Like, I had Mega Man 2 for Game Boy. Not bad, but not super great. Comfortability of the controls is a big concern of mine. And like, in that game, how would you even do dashes? And, well, I guess you could just do the double tap. I don't know what these things are supposed to look like. They're like kind of turtles, but not quite. Like upside down turtles. Come on, Zero. You had it once. Zero. Work with me here, Zero. 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 You're making a fool of yourself, Zero. I know I can do this. Oh man, I had it too. Stop saying yeah, Zero. This is not a happy situation. There we go. I don't know why they felt there needed to be voice acting for every wall kick. Elevator time! Kind of annoying actually how hit stop pauses the game when you're doing invincibility. Like, it's a neat effect when you're killing stuff, but when you're just hitting something that you can't deal damage to, it's pretty unnecessary. This is a good fake out here. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go, oh. I'll take my time. Welcome, Grim Reap, by the way. You made it this far. I'm impressed. You interested in a real challenge? Yes, I am, but you're really not the one to give it. Listen to this guy. This is sound effects. This is not a tough guy. This is just... yeah. I mean, look at this. He's a complete joke if you don't let him split. If you keep him in this loop, complete joke. I say right as I drop it. Whatever. He will take one more hit and then die. If I time myself properly. Of course he's tripping. He's a poisonous mushroom. He's tripping on himself. He's high on life because his life is poisonous. It's not exactly the kind of high on life that the DARE officers wanted for you.
You won. You have moved.
I'm not entirely sure why they decided to not translate the names of these attacks. These are all incredibly easy to localize. Like, they just mean simple stuff like Thunder God Attack, Hurricane Fang. I'm sure they wouldn't have actually called it Thunder God Attack, but you know, it's not like some super special word that only works in Japanese. I think they just did it to make them sound cool, but it actually makes it very hard to remember. I'm not sure Mighty Number 9 is replacing Mega Man, but he's sort of like a backup. Because I don't know if Capcom's going to give us much more Mega Man love. But definitely welcome as an addition. And at this point, an indie Mega Man from the original guy and a lot of the original people from Capcom and Inti Creates, funding aside, they could quite possibly give us a better game than Capcom ever could. I mean, Capcom could throw more money and, you know, make something super ridiculous. They're not going to do that, though, because they're actually in really bad financial straits at the moment. Get out of it, Zero! Yeah, if you have this, damn it, no. Yes. You get different ranks based on your time here, and you get 3 items. One of them is a 1-up, one of them is the heart tank, and one of them is a sub-tank. This is much easier after you beat Split Mushroom because you can erase these in one hit. Otherwise, you have to hit them repeatedly, and then they gain inertia, and they, you know, accelerate away. Yeah, pretty much fuck everything Capcom has ever done on a mobile platform. In fact, fucked pretty much 99% of every games to grace a mobile platform, to be quite honest. I always try to jump over that. Well, not always, but don't jump over those, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah! Zero's really excited about this. He's like, yeah, I'm jumping. I'm running around and jumping. Pretty much just those 2 things. Yeah. It's very exciting. Look at that ponytail, man. Fucking majestic locks. I don't really know anything about Mega Man crossover. I know its name. I think that's the one I've heard bad things about, or is that Rockman Online? Or was that cancelled? I can't keep up with the bad and or non-existent Mega Man spin-offs anymore. I just care about the good ones that got made, or didn't get made, which are no longer what Capcom really does. Did you hear the news about Capcom? Their financial statement for this year was very not good. I always forget to use this mid-air dash. It's not actually very useful. Generally the double jump trumps it in use anyway. Yeah, Capcom seemed like they're going to be going after DLC instead of new games for a while. I mean, they're going after Deep Down. This guy is actually very annoying to attack normally, but if you use the fire uppercut, very easy. See, this is the shit that Mega Man Zero got rid of and ZX continued to keep away from, where, you know, you just hit an enemy with the right attack, and you just completely cancel their attack while dealing insane damage. And you know what I think is sad about companies like Capcom. So basically they lost their shirt and they're going after all this mobile stuff. And then, oh, turns out mobile's highly competitive. They didn't really do as well as they thought they would in mobile. So what are they going to do? They're going to focus more on monetizing mobile, because that's totally not why you're in trouble. I don't know, some of these companies. But see, Mega Man is a core gamer franchise, and you don't get money from core gamers, right? I mean, it's all about the mobile games and the Farmville and oh, right, Zanga's losing money left and right. But you know what? It's still gonna be okay, right? Everyone loves Farmville. I don't know. I swear it's investors. They're trying to woo investors by like, oh, mobile's this big thing. We can do mobile too, right, guys? Yeah, we're gonna do lots of mobile and get lots of money. It's gonna be great, guys. And then they make mobile games that suck, and, you know, yeah. I really wish the mobile bubble would burst. I mean, the mobile gaming bubble, anyway. Mobile itself is not gonna go away, but I mean, you can't act like that's gonna replace fucking PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Ready.
You can either kill these or you can just jump over them. You have to be quick to jump over them though, because they can hurt you pretty quick. The annoying thing about the X form of ride armor is that you can't move when it's fully charged. Another annoying thing is that it really doesn't have any recourse against the Giga Deaths, which, if I remember correctly, is the actual name of those big things. Cool thing about the X ride armor, though, is it floats. Or hovers, anyway. I really hope that the PS4 and Xbox One just completely murder all estimates. And everyone's like, oh shit, people want actual real games that don't suck. And then just mobile just shits itself and dies like it deserves to. It's bad. Though, I mean, some games can work fine on mobile, like, Ghost Trick, which was originally a DS game. It's like, it's a real game. It's just a real game that they put on mobile with touch controls. And that works just fine. But that's not what people make. They make fucking free-to-play bullshit with energy mechanics that, you know, punish you for playing and just want you to pay shitloads of money. And at least what I think is people get tired of that. Because I was super excited when I got my iPad and I was going to play all this stuff, and all this stuff is free or it's really cheap. And then I'm like playing all this stuff. I really love Dragon Veil. Then I really loved this other game that was really a lot like Dragon Veil. And then there was this other game that was like Dragon Veil plus Harvest Moon, and then I kind of realized it's pretty much all the same shit. And it gets really old really fast. And, you know, they're just trying to get you by your purse strings, and it just sucks. But I mean, there is legit good stuff on there. It's just so hard to surface, like Ghost Trick. And, by the way, if you have a DS or an iOS device, get Ghost Trick, because that shit is so good. Like, it's sort of like a detective slash puzzle game, and it works so amazingly well. Like, it is what suspense should be in a video game. Like, I usually hate that sort of stuff where, like, oh, there's a plot twist every chapter. But in, oh, right, I never even see him use that attack. Well, it's a DS game, so of course it works on 3DS and 2DS. You know what, I wonder about 2DS. I was initially laughing at it like everyone else. But I wonder if those shoulder buttons are more comfortable to press. Because one thing I've noticed with my 3DS, it is very, very uncomfortable to play Mega Man ZX. Which I've played like 5 or 6 times now, and we'll still play it more. but it is so uncomfortable to play. And I don't remember having that problem with my fat DS. I may just be remembering wrong. But if the 2DS is more comfortable to use, I would prefer that. Because Ghost Trick, anything like Phoenix Wright. I've never played Phoenix Wright. Visually it's like Phoenix Wright, but I have no idea if the gameplay is anything alike. Yeah, the 2DS, I'm not sure if it will actually feel better. I've heard surprisingly good things about it, but I don't know. The button placement just seems weird. But if those shoulder buttons are better, it might be worth it. But I'm thinking ultimately I might just want to move my Mega Man DS and GBA playing over to emulator just so I can use the DualShock 3 to play it. That's part of the reason I want a Vita TV, is to play my Vita games with a controller, a good controller. I mean, that's not to shit on the Vita. The Vita, by far, the best piece of mobile or portable gaming hardware I have ever used. I absolutely love it. But I would still prefer a DualShock 3, or ideally a DualShock 4, when playing Maverick Hunter X, or, you know, whatever highly technical games on it. Hello, Mario Sonic X, by the way. And no, I have not played the Battle Network games, so I do not have an opinion on those. Same with the Star Force. I just saw that, and frankly, I was just like, that doesn't really look like Mega Man. I didn't play it. I guess I shouldn't, because that's what a lot of people thought about Mega Man Legends. But Legends was so amazingly good. Vita's getting a lot more variety. Vita's getting a lot more games than people realize. It's getting a whole lot of indie games now. Because Sony's really courting indies a lot. And between the Vita price drop, more indies focusing on it, PS4 remote play, Vita TV, I think there's a lot more going for the Vita than there ever has been. No, there's definitely a lot more than there ever has been. So I'm thinking we'll really see a lot of more focus on the Vita than we ever have, and they'll be very good, because if at all possible, I would love to play every portable game on the Vita instead of the 3DS. Both because of the controls and that screen. Graphics may not be everything, that screen is everything. The OLED shit, colors and everything, it's just beautiful. Also, that is, I think, the only heart piece that is like not hidden at all. Heart tank. Like, you just completely can walk up and get it. I'm not sure if the Vita would be able to support PS2 games, but the cool thing is with remote play, you can play PS4 games on it, and they're talking about with Gakkai, they could technically put PS3 games on there, and so any PSN, PS2 games you can play on your Vita because of remote play. It won't be quite as good as playing it natively, but what we've seen of remote play on Vita looks really good. Hard to tell if it will be that way in practice, but they seem like they have really good streaming stuff in place. My current dream device from Sony would basically be PlayStation 4 with like a PS4 mixed with the 60 gigabyte PS3 with a Vita TV installed. So just all PlayStation platforms in one. No UMDs, but that's, you know, whatever, can't deal with that. I don't want UMDs anyway. I wish I had gone all digital on my PSP before I did, because my UMDs are completely useless now that I have a Vita. I still keep my PSP just in case, but... oh god damn. Whatever. This has been a really good boss fight, even though I got hit by that attack that I usually never do. Huh. He usually does the twin slash after that. I never had a PSP disc break. I just didn't like them. I've come to notice I really hate swapping carts and discs at this point. I stopped playing all other DS games because I didn't get Animal Crossing New Leaf digitally, and I kind of regret that. Though I really don't like getting digital on Nintendo platforms. I will do it though. I want, like, Mighty Switch Force is only digital, and I'm okay with that. I'll buy that. And I'm gonna get Pokemon digitally just so I always have it on my DS. Oh shit, which one am I missing? Oh, I'm missing Magma Dragoon. I'm leaving. I knew I said I wasn't gonna skip over stuff, but reflexes. I still need to play X2 and X3. I've heard middling things. You know, I find it really weird that in Mega Man, different numbers, like you would think everyone would, you know, like, I don't know, it just feels really weird that we have, how do I want to put this? It feels weird that the best Mega Man 4 or Mega Man X games are 1 and 4, because like 4, like just numerically speaking, that seems such a weird one for everyone to love. But I mean, it is just such a really good game. I can't actually judge most of the rest of the X games because I haven't played them yet. I now own them though, so I will play them. In fact, hell, I suppose I could stream playing them. I'm not sure I would want to for my first playthrough. I actually don't remember hearing too much about X2. Though we played the heck out of Mega Man 7 and 8. I didn't like Mega Man 7 as much as 8 though. Maybe just because of the password mechanic, I never wrote down those stupid passwords. I did for some games, but passwords are terrible. Hate them. I could not say any gaming generation is the best. There's really good stuff in all of them, really. Atari accepted. Because frankly, I don't go that far back. I didn't get the heart that I was... Did I get the heart? I don't think I got the heart, did I? I was just completely fucking on autopilot. No, I didn't get the heart. But no, I love lots of stuff on SNES. I love lots of stuff on, you know, on the 32/64-bit era. I just love stuff on pretty much every console. Though frankly, the Genesis didn't have too much that was great for me. It had Shining Force, it had Sonic. I'm having trouble thinking of a third thing. It had the better version of Aladdin. Which I was terrible at that game, by the way. I was terrible at lots of games as a kid. I guess it was the hand-eye coordination. Someone please remind me if I seem to not be getting the heart piece, because that's why I came here. Oh yeah, Restar, I've heard great things about Restar, I did not have it. Oh, Dynamite Heady! How could I forget? Dynamite Heady and Gunstar Heroes. Those are fucking fantastic.
Ready.
Okay. Gotta not be on autopilot for once. I've never done that before, where I come to a level and just completely forgot why I was here. I was chatting about something stupid, I'm sure. I completely forgot what I was talking about. I miss Treasure. I guess they made Sin and Punishment for Wii. I would love another Gunstar Heroes game, that was great. Alright, let's go to the space... Wait, no. Let's get that sub-tank that I'm probably never gonna use. Yeah, I love me some Treasure. Unless I have greatly underestimated the length of the spaceport and space station, seems like we will be able to make this in 2 hours, so... I was having so much trouble with the stage until I realized you don't have to dash. you never have to dash. And then everything just became 10 times easier. So yeah, just never dash in this stage. Just always jump. Because you lose so much of your control when you dash. Even though, you know, you kill enemies, enemies aren't the main problem in this stage. It's falling off. Like that. That's the one part where I will still fall off. I doubt we'll see Zero. They see, and actually Smash 4, they said they want to cut back on third-party characters, and considering they had almost no third-party characters, they had Sonic, Snake. Did they even have any other third-party characters in Smash Bros. Brawl? I can't think of any others. But yeah, if they said they're gonna have less, and they already have Mega Man, I can't imagine they're actually gonna have many more. And considering it's an HD game, and Nintendo's already said they were kind of surprised by the cost of HD development, I'm kind of expecting that at best we will get Mega Man, we will get all of the regulars, probably everyone from Melee that wasn't cut in Brawl, and maybe a few more. Like, at best we'll be seeing Mega Man plus all of the original cast, and we will probably not see all of the returning cast from Brawl. I'm not sure. They probably will cut one of the Fire Emblem people for one of the new Fire Emblem people from Awakening because it sold so well. And I don't know, I guess I just don't understand the Fire Emblem love, but I never really saw the necessity of having two people, and both of them are really 80% like Marth, but whatever. And I just really hope that DDD stays in, and Meta Knight stays in. I will be so pissed if Meta Knight isn't in there. Same with DDD, but mostly Meta Knight. Ness isn't going to be leaving. I hope Lucas stays. I'm not sure if Lucas will stay. Meta Knight's OP, but they could rebalance him. Actually, currently they said Donkey Kong is the overpowered character, but they're, you know, obviously still in the middle of balancing and everything. So they're working with Namco now, aren't they? So they might have some actual fighting game developers working on balancing properly. It'd be great if it was a bit better for competitive play. Like, I understand not wanting to make the game only good for competitive play, but you can still make it not shitty for competitive play while being great for casual play. Also, tripping was not great for casual play either. It's just stupid. That was just... I know it's not going to be in Brawl, so I'm not going to hate on it too much, but... Or not going to be in Smash 4. But still, stupid, completely unnecessary. Never run is not a valid strategy if you want to win, though. I mean, it could be, but, you know... You don't want to cut your mobility in half, or worse, just to avoid random trips. Oh yeah, we were fighting him, and that's...
Show you no mercy. Now get ready.
That's the story. I skipped it, sorry. I had a lot of trouble with this guy until I realized ice does more damage to him. Yeah, we were gonna die.
Ready.
Yeah, Meta Knight's fly is kind of overly useful. Lots of Meta Knight stuff is overly useful.
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready.
Though his up and smash is pretty finicky with the sweet spot, so it's not... It could be more insane. Energy laser! I have no idea what he's actually saying. Damn it. Bad timing. I still can't quite make out what he's saying. Yeah, this fight is way easier when you realize ice does more damage against him. Oh yeah, Wolf and Falco are definitely potential. Any of the clones are definitely potential cuts. So Lucas, Ike, Wolf, and Falco. I hope they don't cut Falco. Who else is a clone? Do they still have... No, they cut Mewtwo, right? So yeah, Lucario is a clone, but he's the only one. Though they might put in a Gen 6 Pokemon, come to think of it. Oh, I'm missing an item. Don't do this to me, Iris! Gen 3 in Smash. I don't think now is the time for Gen 3 in Smash. If anything, it's gonna be 5, of course. Or not 5, 6. I always get mixed up on which gen we are in, because I actually missed my first Pokemon gen ever. I never got Black or White. Or Black 2, or White 2, which was a weird choice. I kind of wonder if they were like, okay, we have Black and White, what's our third Pokemon color gonna be? They're like, well, Gray is kind of bad, so let's just do White 2 and Black 2. You know. Oh, right. Let's, damn it. Let's farm some health after we take lots of damage. Annoying thing about this game, or sub-tanks in this game, picking up bigger health containers does not charge your sub-tanks anymore. You just have to get so many of them. I think. I mean, if it does change, it's only slight amounts. Like, a full health thing will not fully fill your sub-tank. It will fill it a sliver. Honestly, you're not gonna give me any... whatever, I don't care. We're good. Final weapon.
Ready.
One of the easier final stages. I was kind of disappointed in X's. This is one of the easier final stages in a Mega Man game, I would say. Parker, don't do that. At least I can't think of one that is easier. I mean, the boss rush is as hard as any boss rush is. The actual lead up, pretty tame. Though, between Colonel and Iris, the extra bosses are kind of hard, but the actual stage part is pretty easy. Mega Man ZX Advent actually has one of the more brutal final areas, because it has these spike blocks that regenerate. I have died there like 10 times more than I have died to the final boss. Goodbye, Zero. Iris! Where'd you get that evil energy? I never realized that looks just like the evil energy from Mega Man 8.
Stay with me, brother.
Stay with me, brother! Bro! The way I know she says brother and like brother in the other one, but it just sounds wrong in that cutscene. I don't know. This fight is actually very easy once you realize, you can make this laser not fire at the wall. If the bottom laser from the crystal is hitting the wall, it's pretty close to impossible to avoid it, unless you're at the opposite wall, of course. But once you realize you can make it aim in the middle, super easy. Though bosses in Mega Man games are very often about, you know, knowing the tricks to avoid stuff. Look at this, we're fighting a frickin' Pokeball in a crystal. What kind of boss is that? I honestly probably will play an emulator just because I really need to fix my PS3 one of these days. I really don't want to finish taking it apart. That thing is a bitch to take apart, and I've worked on and built many computers in my time.
Iris,
Zero,
Sorry, Iris.
hang in there, Iris.
please, stay away from Replophos. Let's live together. In a world where only Reploids
You know,
exist.
you're not even hurt that bad.
Iris, there's no world just for Reploid. It's only a fantasy.
Yes,
Do you know how many times my body's been reduced to a torso?
live in a world
More than
where
once,
only
surprisingly,
Reploids
and I'm just fine. So,
Iris!
you know what? Yeah.
Iris! Iris!
Wuss.
Iris! Iris!
Get ready.
Iris!
Good voice acting coming up.
Ah! No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
Aw, yeah. Man. That melodrama. Yeah, the way he says Iris. Iris! Oh well. You cannot jump climb ladders in this game. You just do a stupid animation if you try. Then pre-rendered backgrounds. You know, people bitch about, oh, games aren't all about graphics and everything, blah blah. But I really do, like, it does bug me to see the low-res pre-rendered backgrounds in PS1 these days. Like, pre-rendered, like, I don't entirely mind that, but it just looks so cheap and compressed. That's why I'm really happy Mighty Number 9 is going to be 1080p 2D. Really good shit. General, many have died because of you. Those lives are on your conscience. Also, I killed them, but it's still your fault. Yeah, you're a butthead. You know...
Show me your true power.
His voice, man, it's just like... so underwhelming. Oh no, what am I doing? I want to be... I wanted to be at that wall. This fight is all about the wall. Come here, please. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Shit. It could have been a contender. Okay, now allegedly Hurricane Fang is super effective against this guy. Against my better judgment, we're gonna try that out maybe if we get the opportunity. Yeah, the sprite work is fantastic. It's just the pre-rendered backgrounds look so compressed and icky, and the text too. Like the actual sprites look perfect. I don't mind them at all, but it's the interface and other stuff looks kind of icky.
It's not over yet.
Okay, let's not try the Hurricane Fang ever again. That was a stupid idea. Yeah. Well, hugging walls is the only thing that brings Zero pleasure in life, so you'll have to excuse him for that. This fight is also stupid and I hate it, by the way. Not because of that, even. Just, the entire fight with Zero is hugging the fucking wall. It's definitely because this boss was designed for X, and they did not think about Zero, and I'm kind of annoyed by that. They got a much better idea of how to do bosses designed for sword fighting in Mega Man Zero. Hey, this game is still amazing, but this boss, and to a lesser extent Magma Dragoon, kind of frustrating. health meter is actually a sensor bar at the moment. Zero really loves walls. Yeah, so basically, this fight with Zero, you sit here in this fucking corner and jump every once in a while and desperately wait for him to fly over. I have the worst luck. He always does a stupid attack. With X, this is a very good attack because it's very easy to hit him. With Zero, this attack is just sit here and wait. You can try and go up and hit him, but you're 10,000 times more likely to take damage than actually hurt him. I don't really want to deal with that right now. I have the worst freaking luck. 3 times in a row. It's gonna sit here. There's probably some safe way to hit him, or like marginally safe, but I don't know it. I don't think you can do the fire uppercut. You can't jump, you can't climb the wall behind him. His back extends too far. You can stay a bit above him and slightly into his shoulder, but his hitbox goes too far back. He's got a badonkadonk booty. Good. Thank you. Yeah. I hate you so much, General. My God. Let's see if I can.
Get ready! Get ready!
Worst idea ever. Never mind. Why do you suck, General? General, no! General, please. General, please. This fucking guy. If you do the punch attack, okay. I think he only does it at most 3 times. No! Get back here, you little... No! No! This fucking guy. I mean, under him, like... over here? I think he'll take damage if he falls down. I'm pretty sure his patterns are completely random. I don't think you can affect them at all. That was close. Please, yes. Thank you. I love you. Let me get my sword up in your face if you know what I mean. No! Please, come back. I'm sorry for what I said. I hate you! When he's down to half health, he's supposed to start a different pattern where he shoots lasers and he's way easier to damage. I hate this guy so much. You shut your whore mouth. Sword's the best. The only reason swords aren't awesome here is because this boss is deliberately designed for the Buster. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for letting me kill you. Aw, you bitch! I hate you! I know I said I loved you, but I hate you now. I'm very fickle. I'm just gonna hug this wall for a bit. If you know what I mean. I mean sex. I hate you. Die. Good! Lose your fucking leg. And your arm. You suck. I'm gonna take that mustache and shove it up your ass. Frickin' commie general. Whatever. Let's go kill Sigma. Actually, let's kill every boss in the game first. Or every Maverick, I guess. This game doesn't have a convenient way to refer to its robot, you know, the Robot Master analog. Because, like, I guess the X games, or the Zero games don't either. But like with original Mega Man, it's the Robot Masters. In ZX, it's the Pseudoroids. But in this, they're just sort of like some guys that are bad and strong. I mean, they're Mavericks, but there are other Mavericks that aren't, you know, bosses. I don't know why I went to Web Spider first. I was supposed to go to Magma Dragoon, because that's the riskiest one. I'm not sure what Strong Bad has to do with this. I know that was supposed to be a lame joke, but... Yeah, so this guy is, damn it, weak against the Hurricane Fang, but is incredibly difficult to actually hit him with it. Also, I always used to think that the Purple Saber did more damage. It actually just erases normal bullets. Which is badass as hell, but actually not very useful. Though I do love that they kept, they call it the Eraser in the Zero and ZX series. They keep the bullet erasing functionality. You should not have taken damage there. Honestly, I've watched every Homestar cartoon in existence, and I have no idea why that is relevant, to be quite honest. Alright. I always do Magma Dragoon first, because I died to him the most. So if I'm gonna get it, you know, need to use a continue, I want to do it, you know, I want to find that out quick. I do not want to kill everyone else. Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Everyone's least favorite flowchart Ken, everybody. Wow. That was embarrassing. I'm not sure I've ever fallen in the lava before. That was... yeah, that was bad. Whatever. I could probably kill everyone else flawlessly, but... Also, his Shoryuken is complete horseshit. It does insane damage. Like, I think it does peerless damage. I don't think anything else, well, aside from that, does damage like that. This guy is just completely unfair for Zero. I should have gone behind him and got some extra slashes in. Yeah.
Ready.
Kinda glad they didn't call him Rainbow Man. That is not a very Megan name. Or a rockin' name, for that matter. Two of Magma Dragoon. Don't even joke about that. White and red palette swaps of Magma Dragoon. I hate you. I hate you. You are an ass.
It's not over yet.
Pretty close to over. With no walls. It's actually good. Ah, damn it! One more hit. That's why you fight him first.
Ready.
I hate this guy so much. I've never done that before. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I forgot there were spikes here. On the plus side, I filled up my sub-tank. Probably the first time anyone's ever died to those spikes, honestly. We're gonna try Thunder God strats, because that... it's probably gonna end poorly. The annoying thing is with the Thunder God thing, it is so long an attack, you have to dash cancel out of it. Also, sometimes dash canceling Thunder God does not seem to work. I have no idea why. How can you jump that far? Seriously. No one jumps that far. What the fuck?
Ready.
Hate this guy. That was incredibly close. I was like a pixel away from the lava there, by the way. The insta-kill lava, I might add. If you stay at just the right angle, or the right distance, his Shoryuken can't hit you, and you will have just enough time to avoid the, Street Fighter fan put this boss in, obviously. He's kind of annoying. Like, I would not mind him so much if his attacks were not so incredibly overpowered. Standing in the lava! Yeah, you're invincible when you do that. I did not know you were invincible for that, but I'm very glad you are. I would have been so pissed if I died to that. Which boss is this? Peacock. Let's beat Peacock. He's easy. Alright, now that was the last annoying boss until Sigma 3. Sigma 3 is going to be annoying, but we're just gonna use sub-tanks. Does anyone know how to dodge the Sigma 3 attack where he sucks in rocks? Because I've got like half of what I need to do that. And yeah, it's just like I can do every other part of the boss almost perfectly. We're fighting to save the internet, actually. It's sort of weird that he's trying to destroy cyberspace when he's in cyberspace. That seems like it would lead to destruction, but maybe he's a nihilist or something. Fucking nihilists. Don't forget to pick up this health, it respawns every time. Which boss? Fun fact, these teleporters are arranged in the same 2 rows as the select screen, so you know which boss is which, just by remembering which one, you know. The far right bottom row is Frost Walrus, so this will be Frost Walrus. This guy is actually very dangerous to hit with X. with his ideal weapon, or his like with the fire thing, because you have to get really close. You don't have to get nearly as close with Zero's fire thing. And there you go. Frost Walrus. They have lots of stupid bosses, honestly. They got a centipede. What else do they have? I honestly don't think Frost Walrus is the worst of them. I mean, Chill Penguin's pretty lame, even. I was really glad to see they have cool bosses in, like, ZX Advent, so they haven't, like, completely gotten out of ideas. Like, Bifrost is really cool. He's one of my favorite ice, bosses from Mega Man. Clown Man? I could say Clown Man is one of the worst ones. I'm Clown Man. The voice is just perfect for Clown Man, by the way. Well, he's a clown. He's still terrible. Though the I'm Clown Man is probably partly because of the terrible voice acting in 8. Who is this one? Oh right, Storm Owl. That's easy enough. Did Mega Man Powered Up have voice acting? I never played Mega Man Powered Up. I played like 8 seconds of a demo in Maverick Hunter X, but that's it. That was not the ideal time to use that. That was not the ideal time to use that either, because I take damage. It's annoying because that attack does more damage when more things hit them, so it's actually ideal to use it when they're on top of you. That's a good way to take damage, too. I didn't know you could just stand there right next to him. Maverick Hunter X actually had pretty good voice acting. I've said that 3 times tonight, but whatever. It's worth mentioning. Split Mushroom. I really want to find some way in Audacity to give my voice the echo effects of the announcer that says the boss names. That would be badass. Imagine if you just talked like that, like normally. Be pretty legit. Nothing wrong with that. He's not your, Elecman can do what Elecman wants. Launch Octopus sounds very effeminate in Maverick Hunter X, actually. And he, amusingly, says, "Even my explosion is beautiful." And he says it pretty much like that, too. There's one of them that... He says... Oh man, which one is that? In one of the Mega Man games, someone says, "Feels so good!" when they die. At least I think that's Mega Man. Who says that? Elecman wants to show you something shocking in his pants. It's actually a taser. It is also his penis. Now we get to show you the super cheap strategy here. You basically just do this. And he can't do shit about it. Because he'll keep coming down on the side he came down on last. So you gotta be a little quick, because he'll do it. He's trying to do a dash attack, but I'm freezing him too quick. If I'm a few frames too late, well, not frames, but like... I'm a robot, man. I don't care. I'm not sure why they made it like super plasma green. I guess it's like coolant. Aw, we took damage for the first time in the fight. I just feel sorry for this guy. Dr. Light, if you think about it, Dr. Light is a huge jerk. He built, you know, all of this armor and shit for X, and he hid it all over the frickin' world and didn't install it on X. That's kind of bullshit. Killed him under the ground. I love that. It's Gutsman! Ta-da! Gutsman is great. If you haven't seen the It's Gutsman video, you absolutely have to. It is hilarious. What's that guy's name? Like Kadajun? It's like some Japanese thing. The over 9,000 guy, he has these, at least I'm pretty sure that was him. This Gutsman's ass thing, it is hilarious. It's safe for work, but it's Gutsman's ass. It's great. It's hard to explain why that is great, you just have to see it. Is there some trick to being able to dash cancel the Thunder God attack? Because it doesn't seem to always work. Like, do you have to do it early? Like, it seems like if I do it too late, I can't get it off. But see, sometimes I can. I don't know, it just seems almost random, and I spam the button, so it's not like I'm not pressing it. It's not over yet. I don't know. Bye-bye. I'm mediocre at Skullgirls. Is that enough? Dr. Wily used to be a good guy, kinda. Everybody get ready for round 2. No, he wants to destroy them. Allow me to remind you that I was once the leader of the Maverick Hunters! I'm gonna mute the mic and be back in a second. You guys can enjoy this amazing cutscene.
Commander!
Where's that red maverick that wiped out Garma's unit?
Inside. He's inside that door.
You may leave now. I'll take care of this personally.
By yourself, Commander?
I don't want any more of my people being sacrificed.
I love Crazy Zero. I wish we could see Crazy Zero more. Or like play as Zero like breaking out of Wily's lab or something cool. Like even despite the voice acting he comes out as pretty badass in this cutscene. Though it's mostly grunts in this. It's kind of hard to mess up grunt. Well, actually no it's not. Zero fights with the Buster later on. He actually started out with the Buster in X1. He's way more badass with the sword, though. I always main the sword in Mega Man Zero. There is a Zero prequel to ZX. It's called Mega Man Zero. Unless you meant that it was. The timeline goes classic Mega Man to Mega Man X to Mega Man Zero to Mega Man ZX. And due to foreshadowing, there's supposed to be a Mega Man ZX3. You haven't played Mega Man ZX? Those are two of my favorite Mega Man games, period.
It's Commander Sigma.
They play like...
Now I'm certain there's no one who's a match for the Commander. What?
These guys have the worst voice acting. They play like Zero, except even more Metroidvania-ish. They play great.
Commander, are you okay?
Silence!
No, Zero came after X. You better get them. They're like Mega Man ZX Advent. I'm not sure I could call it or any Mega Man game my favorite. I am terrible at picking favorites. It is definitely in my top 5, if not like my top 2. It might be my favorite. I'm not sure. I can't pick. Oh, yeah, it does play like X plus Zero. Though honestly, it just plays like Zero because in Mega Man Zero, you play a lot like, you know, you have the Buster, so you play more like X. Though you get new abilities and stuff, so yeah, it's a lot more varied than Zero. And unlike Zero, it doesn't have the grading system, so it's a little... What am I doing? I'm a dumbass. It's a little less apparent that you're terrible when you're playing Mega Man ZX. And it also has an expert difficulty mode. What am I doing? That was dumb. I have no idea what I'm doing. I highly recommend that if you've only played the classic Mega Man games, this is gonna be good. If you've only played the classic Mega Man games in X1, I would definitely recommend Mega Man X4, the entire Mega Man Zero series, but maybe start at 03, and ZX and ZX Advent. I would say of the Zero series, of the X, Zero, and ZX series, the best games are Mega Man X1, Mega Man X4, Mega Man 03 and 04, and Mega Man ZX Advent. Those are the best. And the Zero series as a whole is really good, but the first one, I'm an idiot. This is gonna be bad. This is like the hardest to dodge attack in the frickin' game. I hate it. You can completely avoid him using it, but I didn't. We're not gonna win this one. Yeah. Though ZX Advent is a significantly better game than ZX, I have to say.
Are you ready for your final journey?
In fact, if you can only get one, I would recommend ZX Advent over ZX. ZX is a slight... It's a little bit of a, sub-tank, are you kidding? Sub-tanks don't refill on death, do they? Because I need to save that for when I actually have a legit shot at killing Sigma. The Advent is amazing. ZX is good, but the area design and control, well, not the controls, but I mean the characters aren't as good. Round 2. I like Zero's or Sigma's pose there. Nice aim, idiot. I love when he does that. You want him to throw the scythe into the wall, so you can do this. And you can just totally cheap out and avoid him using the hardest to dodge move in the game, possibly. You just want to be above like a certain line on the vertical line before he throws it. But then you'll be good. No! Oh, that was just the throw. That was the throw. Okay. Harpoonia is a very, Model H rather, is a very fun thing to play as in ZX. Oh, and ZX Advent, another thing that makes ZX Advent great, the music is fucking fantastic, even for a Mega Man game. Some of my favorite tunes in there. Like, In the Wind, and Overloaded Highway, Oriental Sentinels, Green Grass Gradation. Lots of really good stuff in there.
Prepare to become
Space Dust. Please the wind, please the wind, please the wind, please the wind. No! Why? Ruby, please! Yeah, 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 yeah. The end. Actually, don't do that one, please. Aw, you bitch. Ugly Sigma hype. Wrong attack. Oops. Bad. Okay. Please do the shoot around laser. This attack is so dumb.
It's not over yet.
Just to keep things short, if we take and survive one more hit, I'll go ahead and use a sub-tank. Sub-tanks are too good to use, man! I use them a lot more in ZX and Zero because they work more, they're more forgiving. Wind? Wind! Yeah, this is a good run. We'll keep it. Damn. Alright, sub-tank hype. Bye-bye. I think you can dash cancel to do more damage to that Sigma head. I never learned how to do it though. Well, I mean, I can dash cancel, kind of. But I never learned the trick to dash cancel him. Why did I dash in the wrong... Well, I was wondering if you might. I've had great luck in this fight. Damn it. He never does this for me. He never is that forgiving. He always does that suck in rocks move that is so hard to dodge and almost impossible to damage him without killing yourself. Hee hee hee. I just can't see Sigma saying hee hee hee. Hee hee, I'm Sigma. Tee hee hee, this weapon is aimed at Earth. No one can stop it. Goodbye, Sigma. Kaizo Mega Man X. I wonder if anyone's made like a Kaizo ROM hack of like Mega Man. I'm sure somebody has, honestly. It's okay, rest. My body guy can stop the weapon. Do it! Do it, you fat piece of crap! I hate you. Die. You deserve it. You suck. Glad you're dead. That's an asshole. Giant space weapon! Actually, quite a few of these in the ZX or in the X series. Like, the extended X series. There's 2 in Mega Man X. At least 2 that I'm aware of. And there's 1 in Mega Man 0. I'm mostly familiar with...
This is what happened to me. This is my fate. I couldn't save anyone after all.
More good voice acting.
Iris!
Iris! Iris!
Please stop, brother!
Brother!
Zero.
Iris! Did we Reploids all turn out to be Mavericks after all?
What are we fighting for? Still the best Mega Man X game. As the weapon very, very slowly explodes in the background. The end. Sigma has some weird voice stuff going on. Like, mostly it's good, like, at least passable compared to the rest. But some stuff just sounds very out of place, like his "the end" quote. I'll always remember, "Are you ready for round 2?" No, the debris killing everyone is a later Mega Man X game. Spoilers. Well, that was fun. Not sure what I'll stream next week. Heck, I might stream one of the other Mega Man X games since I'm going to be playing them anyway. I won't be as good as I was that time. I've played this game a lot more than I played any of the others. Yeah, I'll announce on my channel whenever I decide what the heck I'm going to play. X1? Yeah, I could play X1. I've actually beaten that game a couple of times, so that would be, you know, less embarrassing than any of the others. I wish I could play Mega Man X10. It does not exist. I would murder at least 8 people to be able to play a Mega Man X9 or 10 that are in 2D and ideally made by Inti Creates. That would be amazing. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Probably be streaming next week at 7 on Thursday again. And this weekend I'll be returning to YouTube videos for my YouTube fans. I'm gonna actually catch up and actually make some videos. I have one video I need to edit tonight, so that'll probably be live tomorrow, I guess. Might as well let these credits roll. This is what we were fighting for, guys. Enjoy it. Everyone loves credits that you can't skip. I just love that. Especially when you're not sure, when you beat a game and there's credits and you don't know if there's something after the credits and you can't skip the credits and you're just like, oh god, what do I do? Do I skip? What do I do? And then, yeah, it turns out there's nothing after the credits. Which I think is what happens to be here. But what was he fighting for? Will he defeat his friend one day? 2 different people, 2 different fates. Dun dun dun. Capcom. Does this one actually go back to the main menu? I think it does. Yeah. Well, that was Mega Man X4. It is a very, very good game.